Good morning, good morning, good morning, Facebook family and friends. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday morning. Wisdom Walk number 68. Wisdom Walk number 68. I know I haven't done one in a little bit, but some of you are still playing catch up, and some of you need to watch these Wisdom Walks more than once. Because as your mindset changes, the meaning of my Wisdom Walks will change for you also. So it's not just a one watch, it's a two watch, or a three watch, or a four, or five, or six, or seven, or eight, or nine, or 10. How many times you have to watch it? So, wisdom walk number 68 is how to pick the right spouse, or I'm not sure what I named it, but it is about having the right partner in life. So, how important is that for your success? How important is the right partner? Well, I think it's everything. And I think it is everything. The right person or the wrong person can absolutely make or destroy your life. And I'm speaking from life experience on this one. So, the first thing, when you're picking that partner and you're about to say I do, you're saying I do to a lot of people. I want you to understand this. You're saying I do to a lot of people. You're not saying I do to one person. You're saying I do. Let's say you're getting married at age 20. I'm just going to use that age because that's about the age that I first got married. You're saying I do to your spouse that's 20. You're saying I do to your spouse that's 30, that's 40, that's 50, that's 60, that's 70, and that's 80. So that's more than just one person because a human changes about every 10 years. You kind of become a different person. Not completely different, but you get my point. Because people change as they grow in life, as they experience new things, you become a different person. This is probably one of the reasons why the divorce rate is so high. Because you married one person, and 10 years later, 8 years later, you feel you don't know that person anymore. And that becomes a little bit of a problem. And then you get divorced. I'm just giving you reality. So that's what happens. So when you say I do, you're saying I do to multiple people. So always remember that. So you may say, Clay, that makes sense, but how do I know I'm making the right decision? Well, that's also a tough one. So here's the concept. Just my opinion, my thought, just my thought is don't get married too young. Don't get married until you know who you are as a person. Until now, you can't, with my analogy, obviously you can't wait to say, okay, well, based on what you're saying, I'm gonna wait till I'm 80 years old and then I know what I'm marrying. Well, that's a little ridiculous. But marrying at 20 is also just as ridiculous. Been there, done that. I got married very young. Person became someone I didn't understand, didn't know within 8 years. Two children later, horrible situation. Pretty much destroyed my life at that time. But we all come back from things, and there's lots of regrets. I know I've done some wisdom walks talking about regrets, but that's basically in business. But personal relationships totally different. So with my two kids, then Lisa has two kids also, so we have a combined four. But with my two kids that I had, lots of regrets because I made this error of picking a partner when I was way too young. Big mistake. But of course, I would never want to not have the two kids I have. So it's kind of, you have to go with what you have to go with. But the bottom line is, I think personally, no one should get married before they're in their 30s. Just personally, that's my thought. Because at least at 30, you have a better grasp of the person that you are. I don't know why this hill is kicking my butt today. Ooh, maybe I'm walking too fast. Maybe I'll slow down. Um, you will, at 30, you're a different person than you were at 20. I have said in many wisdom walks that I don't believe anyone can make anyone happy. Guarantee you. You can't make anyone happy. You can make yourself happy. You can't make anyone happy. I can make my queen feel good. I can make her feel special. I can make her feel loved, but she has to make herself feel happy. So that's the process that you go through when you're picking the right partner, your life partner. So, of course, I met her when I was in my 30s, and I was a older 30 because I already bought my first home when I was 18, went through one marriage already, went through multiple jobs, businesses, things like that. So I was a different person. She also had her scenario, which is none of my business to tell you her scenario because that's her scenario. So she had her scenario, and we were looking, actually, neither one of us was looking for a life partner. We just happened to meet each other, and my friend Laura and Kelly kind of made a little matchmaking and ended up working out perfectly. Best decision I ever made in my life. My best friend. She's like my everything. So it's very difficult to find that in your 20s. Very, very difficult. Now, if you have, good for you. But I'm still saying it's very difficult to do that. So to me, you need to learn yourself first, find your place in the world, find your comfort zone, find your happiness, live your life. Then if someone comes into that life that makes you feel good, that makes you comfortable, that puts a smile on your face, then you make that decision. But where is it written that you have to get married to be happy? Where is it written? There's I don't know where that's written. I mean, I know society says that, you go to school, get a job, get married, have a couple kids, and you're pretty much, I'm not going to say that, but you go through this process, and at age 60, 70, 80, you decide to retire at 60 or 70, and you spend 5 more years, you have no energy, your health is probably not the best, and then you go out and now you try to live your life with that person if you didn't get divorced 2 or 3 times before then you go try to live the last 5 years of your life in some type of happiness and you have no energy to do anything. That sounds like a prison sentence to me. That's pretty bad. And I totally wish that what I learned in 2021, I learned 10 years ago. Boy, if I spent the time learning crypto and Bitcoin and all this stuff when it first came out 12, 13 years ago, and I listened to the person that told me about it, let me repeat that. If I listened to the look, I'm just like many people. Sometimes we don't listen. If that person would have done documentation beats conversation and shown me their lifestyle and shown me more, kind of like what Rabu did, then I would have listened. Even I didn't even listen to Rabu at first. It took me 6 months to listen. But if I would have had that type of scenario, I would have listened. And boy, would my life be different today. Now, I'm very, very content with my life is today, but I will be able to bless a lot more people doing things that I really want to do, some of my dream things I want to do, like go to a city, have a car dealership there and tell them, you know what, I'm just going to buy the whole entire car dealership. And then I just wait and see how many people come in to purchase cars for like a week or 2 weeks. Swear them to secrecy, and it'll be hard to do that, but maybe I'll just go to a busy area. And whoever comes in, whichever family comes in, I just give them cars for free. Just like my $100 giveaway. So instead of giving away $100, I'll give away cars all day. 20,000, 50,000, $100,000 cars. Why not? So if I would have listened 10 years ago, I'll be in a position to do that right now. Right now, I'm not in a position to give away $50,000, $100,000 cars every single day or 10 times, 20 times a day. Oh, wow. I just got a notification. The Panda coin just went up 31%. While I'm doing this. Interesting. And everybody thought Panda was dead. Anyway, I'll leave that one alone for right now. So, again, picking the right partner. and making the right opportunities that you have, working on yourself at first. Because when you do pick a partner, you're not just picking one partner, you're picking multiple partners. You're picking someone that's going to change every 10 years. So be careful who you're marrying, because it's not the same person when they're 30, when they're 40, when they're 50, when they're 60. Their priorities changes, their life changes. And if you're not aligned to that, then the big old D word comes in, divorce. So just wanted to share that. Let me touch a little bit on the 2021 observation that I had in my life. So prior to 2020, knock on wood, I've been very, very, very lucky and blessed in my life. I started my career really early, 18 years old, jumped into the car business. You guys kind of know the story. Did really well. I mean, I've always had the nice homes, the nice car or boat or travel or whatever, but I didn't have a lot of time. And normally what happens is when you're young, you have no money a lot of time. Then you hit like 30s, then you have some money, but you're always working, so you have no time. Then when you get old, you have some money put away, but you have no time and you have all the time, but you have no health. So I wanted to speed that up, and I wish I found out what I found out in 2021 now. So now at least I get another 20 good years of my life where I don't have to worry about ailments or being sick or whatever, and I can go out and do whatever I want to do and not have to worry about work and not have to worry about a job and not have to worry about a business or what regulations are being changed on this business. Look, I have a plethora of income streams that is paying me while I talk to you, while I'm walking. I'm making money right now, this exact second. I'm making money this exact second. I'm doing nothing. So we just launched two new phases last week. Troy Investor and COPT. Kind of like COPT. It's kind of cool. Today I should have a script, so we don't have to do work. You're gonna laugh when I say this. So we don't have to do work because that requires a little bit of work. Every 2 hours, you have to spend a minute and a half hitting a couple of buttons on your phone in order to make between 1 and 3.3%. Listen to what I just said. Every 2 hours, you hit some buttons on your phone to earn 1.1 to 3.3%. So that's the most amount of work that I have to do. But after today, we have a script that's been written that you don't have to do that anymore. It will all do it manually for you. So that's pretty cool. So liking COPT, love Troy Investors, completely passive. You triple your money in about 2.5 months. So that works out pretty good. So there we are. Let me give you guys an update. Cement is coming tomorrow. You guys have followed my journey on the backyard here. I think I'm having a little crane problem because I saw a crane here, and now the fish have been hiding. Even though my little lilies in there are growing too much, I have to cut those back a little bit because pretty soon they'll take over the whole pond. So I cut those back about once a month. But the pond's still working, but I can't see the fish because they're hiding. The water's been really, really cold. But I think this crane that's been coming around has really scared them. I had them trained where when I fed them, they will literally come eat on my hands. Now when I walk up, they run under the rocks and they hide. So I'm gonna have to figure out a little situation for that because we're getting close to go time. Cement is being poured tomorrow. It's looking pretty good. Um, I think the patio cover comes in about 2 weeks. So everything seems to be back ordered. But that's the little top patio here, the bottom patio. And oh, there is one of the fish. He's out. I can see him. I can see him. That's the multicolored one. He's gotten really, really big. Let me see if I can zoom in on him. Where is he? Where is he? There he is, right there in the middle of my screen. If you see that little orange head. So the crane didn't get him. That's kind of cool. But I need to. Whoops! Now that I've zoomed in, now I can't zoom out. Oh well. So I've zoomed in. I can't zoom out. Well, it is what it is. So you guys hear that little noise? That's my little crane deterrent noise. Those crane birds are crazy. But um, got a guy yesterday come over that window that you see right there. I'm going to turn that into a door so we can exit there, make that the queen's little room. Why can't I zoom out? That's weird. It won't let me zoom out after I've zoomed in. Hold on. Let me do that, and let me go back. See, I can always figure stuff out if you need to. So there'll be a little door put in there, a slider. And right here is an actual seat that they're making. And that pipe is going to be a a fire pit. So a fire pit will be there. And then right under that middle window there, that's a barbecue. In fact, all the barbecue equipment is over there. A barbecue, refrigerator, a sink, all that stuff's going there with a table with 6 chairs. I think we'll fit 6 chairs there. So that'll be the barbecue. And then, of course, that'll be the overhang. Now, the only problem with that is those two windows are two guest rooms. And yesterday we figured out once they put up the patio cover, we're going to lose the mountain view. And the queen wasn't very happy about that because as you stand in a room, you're going to see the top of the patio. So instead of the full mountain view, we're just going to see like those palm trees and maybe a little bit of the mountains. So she wasn't too happy about that yesterday, but we found that out. But it is what it is. If we want a view, we'll stand on the other side of the house. Then we're building a table here that will hold 8 chairs. And as you go down, that's a water feature that's being built. So that water feature is being built here. There'll be water pouring down there, and all this will be artificial grass with a putting green where the tractor is. So we're putting in a 4-hole putting green, and because of it gets a little chilly up here. Those two things right there are two fire bowls, and there will be fire coming out of those to kind of keep you warm while you're doing your little putting. And then this right here will be a water feature. And then this is the view from the downside of it. So pretty excited. Um, Looks a lot different from when we started. So now I have to get the right plants and shrubs and get all that stuff going. I'm hoping these palm trees they brought in, they're not looking too good. So I may have to tell them I don't know. I don't know. Those babies were kind of expensive, so I don't know. So we'll see. So there we have it. Okay, everyone, have a great Sunday. Please go out there and enjoy life. Um, Live your best life. Hopefully, you're following the strategies of NV Social. Hopefully, you've joined our book club, social club, whatever you want to call it. Um, oh, yeah, I got to do something with that equipment. Anyway, enjoying our social club. Lots of a plethora of things for you to be involved in. Some things are passive, some things are active. You can start with this for as little as $9. Not us, that you're paying me $9, but you can invest $9. Of course, I don't tell anybody what to do with their money. I just show you what I do with mine. What you choose to do with that information, that's strictly up to you, not up to me. Okay? So, hey, Kelly, let me say hi to a few people. Hey, Kelly, I talked about you a little bit earlier about why I have the amazing spouse I have. So I gave you some props. Let's see who else do we have on. Hey, Vance, how you doing, sir? Hi, Eugene. Who else do we have on? Hey, Scott. Hey, Noe. Hey, Jane. Good morning, Jason. Hey, Phil. How you doing, Phil? Hi, Cheryl. Hey, Mr. Greg Acton. Who else do we have on? Jason. And I think that's about it. Okay. Hey, everybody. Okay. You guys have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.